Okay, the Inclusive Employer Award for the public sector goes to a government department or agency that not only hires one or more persons, but also promotes the hiring of workers with intellectual disabilities or autism to public sector peers and external audiences. In the past, this award has gone to Health Canada, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, the Treasury Board of Canada Secretariat, the Public Service Commission of Canada, and last year to Finance Canada. Last year, I reminded our audience that the Ontario provincial government and the Ottawa municipal government are also eligible for this award. And while this hasn't yet motivated them to hire, representatives from Levy TD Place were in attendance last year, and they took the message to heart.
Yeah.
We found out earlier how much they've accomplished in just 1 year, and that's what tonight is all about. We want to celebrate, but we also seek to inspire. Here to introduce this year's recipient, once again from the Federal Government of Canada, is the volunteer chair of the LiveWorkPlay Federal Employment Strategy Group, Mary Gasella.
Well, thank you, Anna, and good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me, or should I be shouting a little bit? Okay. Well, I'm delighted to be with you again this evening. This year has been a very exciting one. And I want to, I have to say, I look forward to this evening every single year because we see such progress that it's very exciting to be with you here. And tonight, I'm really excited to present a very deserving recipient for 2024. I'm going to keep you a little in the dark for a couple of moments while I speak about them, because they were very early adopters back in 2016. And they were a federal department that hired 3 people in the very early days of the LiveWorkPlay employment supports model, which was developed specifically to help the federal public service increase its hiring of persons with disabilities, intellectual disabilities, and autism. But they have continued the work from there, and from those very first years and the early hires that were achieved, they have progressed to the point where instead of very short-term contracts, which were the norm in the early days, they now have really moved forward in a number of ways in order to be able to actually move people into permanent positions, which is hugely important. So things have evolved, and I'm going to let this year's recipient tell you a little bit more about themselves and the evolution. But before I reveal their name, I'm going to talk about what makes the partnership successful. First, this department has developed the buy-in and the support at all levels throughout the department. In December 2020, I was part of their executive management team meeting, and at that point, their deputy minister asked all of the senior managers to make a pledge to identify sustainable work opportunities and hires through LiveWorkPlay. And having made that pledge, they moved to action, which is, of course, the most important part. And they now have human resource advisors, hiring managers, and executives all working together towards the fulfillment of the pledge. 5 of their departmental divisions have completed successful hires, demonstrating that this is not just one person or one small group of people who are moving the needle in their organization, but it's a real teamwork effort. Second, these folks have hired and they've taken on people to perform a variety, a very wide variety, in fact, of different types of work. Things from such as doing specialized software updating, maintaining and compiling information, to electronic filing, administrative projects, inputting payments and email correspondence, and so much more. So you can see the wide variety of tasks that are being performed. They don't place people based on their disability, but they see each person as an individual and they are open to support from LiveWorkPlay. In valuing, in fact, the LiveWorkPlay experience and expertise and the opportunity to recruit and support potential employees with the very best information available. Finally, this department not only holds the current record for the most hires in total in the public service, but also the most permanent hires. It's a very important metric. So please join me in congratulating Innovation, Science and Economic Development Canada, this year's recipient of the Inclusive Employer. Call them up to celebrate with us tonight, and we have representing the ISED team the Director General Dennis Karavoulias, a determined champion of accessibility and inclusion for all Canadians, Senior Project Officer Phoebe Newhook, who works directly with the LiveWorkPlay employment team on a daily basis, and the manager, I guess Fred is here this evening. Fred is here, and the current employees, Brody Cox, Fred Dixon is here, and I guess Stéphane Pilon is here. Oh, there you are. You weren't at our table, so I didn't realize you were here. Okay, well, thank you. And of course, the inclusion specialist who works with these folks, Joelle Perrier-Olsen. So, welcome.
Got a little photography to shoot, the sunbeam, so we're going to have to move forward to get out of the sunbeam. Keep going until you're not in it. More. Towards us. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
Invite Dennis to share a few words with us.
Good evening, everyone. Start off by thanking you, the LiveWorkPlay community, for welcoming us here tonight. It's a privilege to be surrounded by so many remarkable individuals and organizations dedicated to making a difference. I'm Dennis Karavoulias, the Director General of Human Resources at Innovation, Science and Economic Development, or ISED for short. Unfortunately, our Deputy Minister, Simon Kennedy, who's a huge champion of this, couldn't join us tonight, but he sends his warmest regards and wanted to also congratulate everyone who participated tonight. Tonight, as I accept the Inclusion Employer Award on behalf of ISED, I'm incredibly proud of our achievements, yet mindful of the work still before us as we strive to build a more inclusive and diverse public service. Over the past 7 years, our partnership with LiveWorkPlay has not only helped us enhance our commitment to diversity, but has crucially taught us that diversity without inclusion is incomplete. As you most likely know, the disability population is incredibly diverse, with specific populations such as those with intellectual disabilities or autism experiencing more levels of exclusion. Our partnership with the LiveWorkPlay aims to bridge this gap, ensuring that no group is left behind with our hiring strategies and initiatives. In addition to connecting our department to diverse and skilled talent, LiveWorkPlay helps to support an inclusive environment where all employees can truly excel. I want to congratulate the entire LiveWorkPlay team, and of course the employment team in particular, for supporting more than 40 federal departments and agencies to engage in the historic hiring and retention of employees with intellectual disabilities and autistic persons. We are especially encouraged by the number of permanent positions in government that have grown each year. This past year, we doubled that number of permanent positions within our own department for a total of 9 to date. And with the help of LiveWorkPlay, there are now 40 employees with indeterminate positions across the federal government throughout Canada. I want to also a special thanks to Joelle Perrier-Olson, who has acted as a dedicated resource and worked closely to support managers and collaborate with our Innovation Recruitment and Assessment Team and Workplace Accommodation Center. Joelle's expertise and passion have been instrumental in forging connections across the department and developing strategies that have opened doors to sustainable employment opportunities for job seekers. As the Director General of HR, I can affirm the collaboration with LiveWorkPlay has been truly remarkable. The unique contributions and enhancement in our workplace dynamics and productivity show that inclusion is not just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Beyond this, I would like to say that while ISED is proud to stand as a shining example of what can be achieved, it's important to recognize that our efforts are part of a much larger movement. Both ISED and LiveWorkPlay are integral components of a broader national effort to include persons with intellectual disabilities and autism in authentic and meaningful ways. Thank you once again to LiveWorkPlay for this award. We are extremely grateful to be recognized and eager to continue to collaborate and innovate together. I also want to extend my gratitude to everyone in the room with us. Your passion, commitment, light the way forward for us towards a more inclusive Canada where everyone has an opportunity to shine. Thank you, merci, miigwech.